All right, hello. Thank you so much for joining us today for today's live presentation. My name is Greg Lewis. I'm the marketing manager for Metastock, and today we will have the guest speaker whose name is Peter Dalal. Peter Dalal is a longtime partner of Metastock, and I know you're going to enjoy what he has to say. Also, our host today is Jeff Gibby, coming at you from Salt Lake City. I'm coming at you from our satellite studio here in deep South Texas. If you haven't heard of Metastock, we are the sponsor of today's program. We are software for active traders just like yourself. And I'll play a little video for you right up front so you can learn a little bit about us. Just know that we'll be starting here in about 8 minutes, and I'll be back right after I play this short video. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi there, Greg Lewis, Metastock Software. As the marketing director, I get asked all the time, what is Metastock? How can I help my trades? Well, stick around for about 3 minutes and I'll tell you. Metastock is an award-winning software and data package that has been helping traders for over 35 years. Simply put, Metastock is a tool for traders like you to analyze the markets. Metastock helps you take the guesswork out of trading by offering a methodical, systematic approach to some key questions all traders come up against. Questions like, how do I decide which securities to trade when there are literally thousands to choose from? Which strategy should I use, and how do I test that strategy before spending my first trading dollar? When should I enter and exit a trade? How can I effectively manage the securities I'm interested in? And of course, how do I know where prices will go next? At the core of Metastock are the Power Tools. The Power Tools give professional-grade analysis tools to private traders like you and me. You can scan the market with the Metastock Explorer to filter and sort securities that show buy and sell signals based on your criteria. The Metastock System Tester lets you test most strategies through a process called backtesting, which allows you to see how your strategy would have performed over time. You can easily manage and monitor the securities you are interested in with Quote Center. Quote Center lets you sort on a variety of criteria to view the data that's important to you. Then just double-click on a security if you want to see its chart. With the Metastock Forecaster, you can even take advantage of patented technology to view probable future prices. If you're an options trader, you're going to love Metastock's Option Scope. Option Scope puts all the critical info at your fingertips, displaying sortable, customizable, color-coded options data, including the Greeks. And Metastock has solutions for traders of all levels and interests. If you're just getting into trading, you will appreciate the education offered by our many built-in systems. In addition to pointing out buy and sell signals, Metastock explains how they work in an easy-to-follow commentary window. Metastock has built-in systems based on popular strategies like MACD, Bollinger Bands, turtle trading, candlesticks, and many more. Metastock even has the very popular and exclusive Rahul Mohindar Oscillator System, or simply known as the RMO. And as you become a more experienced trader, Metastock grows with you. Advanced analysts will enjoy the comprehensive list of trading systems and indicators and the ability to build their own systems. And if you're a day trader, you can't do better than Zenith, the real-time news, data, and analysis package offered by Refinitiv, a world leader in market data. Add on the world-class support, and it's not hard to see why Metastock has won the Stocks and Commodities Reader's Choice Award for 26 consecutive years. To find out more about Metastock and how it can help your trading, visit metastock.com or contact a product professional via phone, email, or chat.
All right, thanks so much for watching that. Yeah, we are Metastock. We've been around for 28 or so years. If you'd like to know more about us during this presentation, you can ask questions. The software that Peter will be demonstrating today is an add-on for Metastock, so he'll essentially be showing you a lot about Metastock. But if you have questions outside of what he's talking about, you can certainly chat into our product professionals at metastock.com/sales chat. I'll put that link here in the chat. But really, if you have questions at all or comments for Peter or Jeff during this presentation, please go ahead and ask them. We encourage very much an interactive environment where you can chat and say things, and we respond and we chat and we talk, and it's a great time. Our presentation will be starting in about 3 minutes and 45 seconds. A couple quick things I wanted to talk about. One, coming up soon, we have our summit. This month it is a Euro summit. It is, if you want to, I'm sorry, let's go back here. So it's a Euro summit. To get to it, you just need to go to our homepage, and then there's a big banner right at the top. And it, as I was about to show here, it features 4 speakers: Zahir Anwari, Jay Medro, Daniel Sinig, and Bobby Hiller. They are all professionals and experts in their own right, and this particular event will be talking primarily about the European markets, which is why we call it the Euro Summit. However, I'm sure any market you're trading in, you could get value out of this presentation, and I know you'll enjoy it, and it is free. So go ahead and register today. Go to our homepage, metastock.com, click on the banner at top, and register. And also each of the presenters is offering, oh, are they in this one actually? I don't know if they are. I may be lying about that. Nope, forget I just said that. That doesn't happen on this one. All right, so we'll be starting in about 2 minutes. Another couple things I'd like to mention. Please do take a moment, if you like this presentation, to like and subscribe. We do appreciate it. It helps us a lot, and it helps us bring more presentations to you just like this. I'd like to point out that this little pre-show that I'm doing right now isn't part of the presentation. It just gives people an opportunity to get into their seats and get going and get their coffee and be ready so they can be here when we start. If you are watching this later on when this has already been recorded, you can just fast forward through this part with me and get to the main presentation, which will start in about 1 minute and 45 seconds. And also, once again, we really, really encourage you to like and subscribe, and also to participate. And I don't think I even mentioned that the Euro Summit, which I was just discussing, will be next Monday, the 23rd. It'll be the 23rd, I think. Let's look at it again. I'm sorry. I don't think I've had enough coffee yet this morning. I'm not really on top of things, am I? Yes. October 23rd, that's correct. All right. All right. Well, I'm sure Peter and Jeff will be much more on top of the situation than I am right now, and they're coming up in 1 minute. Again, please do, when you come on, just say hello. Let us know where you're chatting in from. Just say hi. Be friendly. It's that kind of place around here. We do appreciate your viewership and your participation, and I'm going to let you listen to jazzy music for about 44 seconds before we start our major presentation. Thanks again so much, and successful trading.
Hey, all right, good morning. Thank you, Greg, I appreciate that. My name is Jeff Gibby. I'm going to read a legal disclaimer. It's going to be awesome. So we also have a very good guest today. But I want to say thank you for coming. It's good to see all of you. If you're watching this right now on YouTube, or whether it's now or in the future, make sure to hit like and subscribe. We do a lot of really good market focused videos like the one we're about to do, and it helps us a lot. And if you want to see more of those videos, you can subscribe to the channel. So with that being said, thanks for coming in today. It's good to see you, and I appreciate you coming in. So let me do that legal disclaimer that I promised. Today's demonstration is designed to instruct you on using Metastock and the accompanying software plugins. It's not a recommendation to buy or sell, but rather guidelines to interpreting and using specific indicators and features within the software. The information, software, and techniques presented today should only be used by investors who are aware of the risk inherent trading. Metastock shall have no liability for any investment decisions based on the use of the software, any trading strategies, or any information provided in connection with the company. So with that being said, it's good to see you. I appreciate your coming in. It's good to see you. Anyway, our guest today is Peter Dalal. Peter has been a partner and friend of Metastock for, gosh, I think it's going on 15, 20 years now. He created a very, very popular program that's called FX Traders Advantage, and widely accepted, very well used. Today he's going to talk a lot about the 5 ingredients that he uses for trading and a product that he's created, and from a refinement of what he's been working on over the years. It's called Magic Trader Elite, but Peter is a really, really smart technician. He does a really good job of understanding the market, and I like the way his product actually kind of outlines and puts everything together. So with that being said, Peter, let's get you live. How are you doing, man?
Muted.
Hey. Okay.
I can hear you now.
Okay. Okay.
I think we were muted on our side for a second there.
Yeah, it's okay.
Anyway, I know you're recovering from a cold. How are you feeling today?
Feeling much better for just one time, to be honest with you.
Good.
10 days of brutal health issue. I think I got a bad cold or flu, whatever you want to name it.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling better. I can definitely still hear it a little bit in your voice.
Yeah, it's much better today. So thank you for having me, inviting me to talk to traders around the world. Also, all the traders, thank you for coming here. Different part of the world you are all in, right? So I'm going to show my screen. I just realized it wasn't showing.
Yep.
Okay. So
we can see it. So
yeah, you can see the screen, right? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So basically, today's 19th, we are regulated. So you're going to see a lot of disclaimers and a whole nine-yard, right? We've been regulated for many, many years. So far, so good, but we require more than normal you see with people presenting. So don't get scared, but that's a routine. And I will try to be brief in a way that we will try to talk about disclaimer, not every sentence, otherwise we'll be here for 2 hours. Doesn't work that way in real life, but we're going to show you and talk the important points. And you could have the disclaimer available from Jeff, or you could go on our site, themagictrader.com. You could read the same disclaimer there too. And if it is not possible, then reach out to Jeff and we will send it to you. Okay, so putting that on a side, the main topics, what we're going to talk about, we call ingredients. There are 5 things create the pattern. So these are not regular trading patterns. It was created from scratch. And that is the whole thing about Magic Trader, which is a risk-based software. We're going to talk in details, but how I'm funding the trades from the software we created since 2006, it has been in use, right? And last few years, it's been first time given to the retail side. Originally, it was designed for institution. It was used and still used by institutions in a trading. And basically, we scale it down in a way that retail traders can understand it. So what I would suggest ignore what you don't understand. You could take few symbols and you could trade out of it. And it is designed that way. So we're going to get started. And there are a couple of things which people who are with me for a long, long time, 15 years, and like they're going to see some of these things I will reveal, which I normally don't get to every single thing. It's a massive software. And you're going to see. But it is also designed in a way you could use portion of that or a little bit out of that and still do good trading. So as I said, we're not going to talk every line, but I'm going to tell you the importance point of few slides for disclaimer. So let's get that disclaimer out of the way. I'm not acting as an investment advisor. We're doing everything here for education purpose only. I will not do any recommendations or to buy, hold, or securities. You have to hire your own advisor. We're going to do interpretation of the chart. And trading is risky, and there is no safe trading system is designed which can guarantee you profits or losses. And you will be trading at your own risk. CFTC rule 4.41, we are registered with them. And according to the rules, everything we do, including live trading I do, is hypothetical. Those results cannot be repeated. And nobody can even guarantee that. So this is right from their books. So basically, we do interpretation and consider as hypothetical, and there are market risk factors which affect trading. So suppose I made $10 today, hour later, I may not be making $10 with using the same parameter, same symbol, because market conditions changes. Now, we do have symbols for the options on the chart. So people who are trading options, they could take advantage of that, but that's also kind of hypothetical. And options are risky. Certain strategy, you could lose more money than you put it in. Such as naked calls, naked puts. You got to be mindful before you pull triggers on those strategies. And you could get the option, a lot of free education on Option Clearing Corporation site. They did a great job for many years, and I love it. So please do not spend money for any option course. Before you do that, go there and learn from them. They are very, very smart people teaching there. Again, my company, Lars wants us to disclose that we also not giving any advice on behalf of my company, which is Saved Our Enterprises, which is a registered entity with a CFTC. My company is also doing only education, even today. Intellectual properties, we have patents, trademarks, service mark, all kind of stuff, copyrights all over the place. Right, and we have international patents too. So please try to respect that, so we don't have to deal with the attorneys. And we're giving so much information to people. Why would you do that? And this is the rule came out. Everybody knows Streaming Act. So we don't want the oral suit. Again, my company's registration number we required to disclose. You could check whatever you want to do it. It's ID number 352991, and we are required to state that while we do public speaking. Again, I will try not to discuss the security. I have the positions. If I am in position, I will have to disclose. So hopefully we do not get into those, but we cannot guarantee because I have a lot going on. So, right, so I just want to be very clear with people. Testimonials, we have people, but we cannot give people testimonials. It's not on our site. Regulators told us to take it out very beginning when the first product. So even though testimonials are true or not true, cannot be repeated. So we are looking for a regular way of talking, no hyping, nothing. So we will never say that you could make $1 million with magic trader. We will never guarantee anything. Again, scalp swing method with magic trader is one of the best invention we did it. It is a bridge between scalping and swing trading, and our duration is very shorter. Even on a swing trading, you don't need to stay in a 10 days there. In a short period of time, we do very well, and there are documentation there. So basically, idea here is on this method, you scalp until the currency or any security is taking off and use that profit to do swing. And if you don't want to do it, you wait for basically right moment which software shows you. So you could do both ways. So you don't get frustrated waiting. That's why it was designed. Again, what we're going to do here and our goals are how to trade with Magic Trader, how to use simple trading strategy, then find the best opportunity in minutes, right? And boost the trading confidence with 5 patterns, which I seen that happening years after years, more than 15 years. So we're going to talk about basic elements. What is this Magic Trader? What is so special about it? As I said, every single thing you see is created from scratch. First of all, these 2 lines are not the lines you're talking about or you are used to. They are custom made for each time frame, which Metastock did a great job to put it together. So you cannot assume these are the same line. They trade different ways. So I just want to be very clear. The most important part is this custom health window. And it creates the health status of the securities, which we're going to go in a little bit details in a minute. So I looked at that in seconds. I know the security is doing good or not. So this allows me to shortlist a lot of things without putting too much technical analysis. I'm a technical trader. I'm an engineer. I came from that because of my lifestyle handling multiple businesses since I came here. I don't have time to do technical analysis, every details, and do trading plan for 3 years. In a fast-moving market, 24/7, those plans are lagging. I've been there, traveling with Jeff and Kelly all over the world, right? By the time I do it and give it to the broker to pull the trigger because I'm a public speaker, too late, right? So that frustrated me more than anything. And this is the main reason I wanted to create something which I do in a seconds, right? Looking at, you need a practice and make a decision, right? And then you could hire any trading company, licensed company to pull your trigger. It's not a big deal. Okay, so a couple of key things I want to tell you is this health indicator. Then a couple of things I put it on a side, and one I inserted today, which we're going to be using today in talking. So basically, this is the forecaster. I don't take a pride or kind of bandwagon AI, and Jeff knows that we forecasting for years. So where is this forecasting came from? Do the math. All right, how the software knows it's going to go higher. So we have a symbol like 3.3 on a bull side or 3.1 to 6. So when you see this number, don't get intimidated. It tells you the risk involved. And we are telling that security may go higher. I cannot guarantee. And to make it simple, you could see here, similar symbols are there, 3.3, 3. Whatever it is here. And that tells you security should be going higher. There is no guarantee, but software forecast that we're going to go higher or lower with the opposite symbol with the red colors, which we're going to show later. This is our legacy. Color bars, all right, those are the warning sign. That means no more selling, we're going higher. So yellow bar is a key component, and a turquoise bar, right, we'll show you when we come across, are the key. So if your mentality is always bullish, you look for those guys. And look here, it shows the symbol. There is a different interpretation. We're going to go into details as we go along, but it tells you that we're going higher. You don't need to be a scientist to figure it out and putting higher highs, lows, and whatever, right? And again, I'm a technical trader. We go back to what we know, right? That's what human tendency is. But this symbol is more visual, or you could scan it. There are always, right, 300 to 400 good yellow bars every day. So you could trade. So when you see this symbol on a chart going for, those are the catalysts. It tells you we're going to go higher. Then this is the one I put it in advanced price perceptor. This is where when was in an institution side, I had my license, Series 763 and or whatever, and I choose to start my life not as a broker, to trade with them as a partner. So on a prop trading, I started partnership and I wound up in institution side partnership. I never worked as a broker, never got a dime as a broker in a security side, right? So basically, this is what I seen and Magic Trader, because I step it up, that tells me the institutions are taking position. So in a normal case, oh, it's a close is below open and doesn't matter, right? And this thing is very powerful. So I just want to let you know there are tools right in front of your eyes, right on a plain side, hiding in front of your. Look at here. Look at this bar. What happened? Normally, traders with, and I was one of them. Oh, it's a close, it's lower than the open. Oh, no good. Okay, you stay there, Peter. But the new Peter gets, all right, get in there. These candles look small, but in real time, right? You extended your lifetime, and I will add more stocks or securities here. That's what I will be doing because institutions are engaging in. They have a different color. That's what we all get the pattern, right? So I discover it's not just buy and sell. It is more than that. And say, for instance, on a buy side, the major three area sectional risk. So they have a different color of green color. So when you see three different color, that means different types of institution coming in. And also when the general public is joining. So that helps you to stay with the institution is very, very important. And I run the alert room and I have documented these things and showed to the traders when dark pools are buying. We see right away the symbol here. And we documented with the time and date stamps because I was one of them trading at that time. And we know what to do, right? So we're moving 10 million minimum a day, right? That's what is requirement, right? So when you trade in a prop trading, that's where I started. 5 million on going on a long side and 5 on a short side on a hedge it, right? And sell it next day and one day overnight swing. So basically, a lot of information I plotted into this Magic Trader institution way of thinking. So you in a retail has good advantage having this software. Okay, so let's see what is these 5 patterns we're talking about. So basically, I put it as simple so you could understand. Number 1 is a direction line, which we all want to know, right? So when you see this vertical line, a thick vertical line, that is number 1, we're going long. Then there is a health indicator, right, which I'm going to show you on also on a health indicator, each of those. So the purple line, when it is horizontal and has a value of 4, that means we are going bullish. Then at the same time, the blue line, which has a value 1, we're going bullish, and they are above 0 line, we are bullish. So these are the health. That means security internal health is good. We have nothing to do with all other indicators you see in the world. We have the pattern. It's done from scratch. So I do believe, and I have seen performance years after years. But that doesn't mean that we could guarantee you. Then you're going to see on a chart a triangle, dotted triangle, which is easy to spot. And that is number 3, and it's a green spike. That's an entry spike. So basically you have 2 things very important: direction line and entry. Yeah. So usually, okay, not all the time. Usually the green spike comes first and the direction line comes. But I try to also be conservative. Sometimes market turbulences, I will wait for both to line up, or sometimes I take a shot, right? And along with the other 2 ingredients, I'll make a move. Then we have something from the health side, a juice. So as long as the juice is there, you do not want to go confused with all these lines. So we made it right before release. So people who doesn't understand this thing, if it is not there, that means it's risky, right? And sometimes when if it is not there, that's the time the pullback comes in. So it solves 2 puzzles at the same time. So write it down. If the line is not there, it was plotting and stop it, 2 things can happen. It is pullback. It is going to do pullback, and then you wait for the another line. So write down the notes, people who are existing traders. I use that to my advantage. Then green ribbon, I understand Metastock has thousands of plugins and they all show the same way, but all things are not the same. We got the pattern. Part of the pattern is horizontal time risk. So what I did it, I put all these risks which are time sensitive, right? And it happens every day. So that gives me an idea, right? The securities kind of oversold, overbought it kind of situation. So as long as you have this green ribbon, you're good to go. So all these things matching, then we could make it happen in a bullish direction. Now, same thing explanation is for bearish side. Same way, thick line is a bearish direction. Then health line, the difference is here is below 0. 0 is on a scale, we plotted the health indicator, and the blue line has a -1. It's either -1 or +1. In this case, it's the -1. There is no in between. So that's how it's designed. And this is always between -4 to 4 and in between. So this one can be -1, -2, -3, -4. So it works that way. So the red spike is an entry spike. When we want to short it, this start forming. And when we see it, we're going down. Same thing what I explained to you on a bullish side. Pure health is a thick line. That means health is good. We keep shorting. Health is good in a negative direction. So just think that way. And red ribbon is a horizontal time risk. And when it's there, we are shorting it. Or we buy put options. On the other side, we were buying call options. So let's go one by one. So this is the direction line we talk about it. That's number 1. And this is the health window. All right. So we're going to go one by one. So to get register in your eyes that number 1 is the direction line. Then number 2, as we spoke about, first of all, this is the 0 line and they are above it. And there is a number 2 and number 2, both should be parallel for safest trade, right? No guarantee, but safest trade. These 2 lines, as long as it's say horizontal, you're in a trade, you could stay in a trade. That's how it works. And the purple line has a value 4, which is the upper line. The blue line, which is the line below, has a value 1 on a scale right here on the right-hand side. The scale is right there. And dotted line is the one which you see here. That's a 0 line. So as long as they're both above it and a parallel, we're good to go. Then item number 3, which is that dotted triangle. So that gives you, green spike gives you bullish entry. All right, so when you see that, you know that we're going long. So we don't have to do too much technical analysis. So that's how I use it. And if you remember, I did not have time to do it because I was traveling and getting frustrated, right? 2-3 hours every day plus traveling, right? I said, I got to find something which is better. So that's how all this simple thing I designed. And my daughter was instrumental. She did a lot of work for that. Now, pure health, the one which is the health window, you want to juice all these lines and everything else. So let's do it. So this simple line here tells me health is good. That's how it works. And this is that horizontal time risk, right? As long as it's green, you're good in a trade. The way I get out, anytime opposite spike forms, say red, or even halfway, I get out. Also, there are things like a PB symbol is very small, so you can't read it, but it is a pullback symbol. So I don't need to wait for a pullback here. I could always come back. Like this is very clear. So I just get out. Technically, if you are a swing trader, it should be closing below, but why would you give up your profit? In this market, take your money and run. That should be the philosophy. There is no patient left for people, right? One day market is up and next day is down. So take your money and run. And that's the philosophy I had adopted long time ago now. Because since last 2-3 years, it's very, very rough. For us, it's not a problem because we follow what we need to follow. So now, don't get scared. You have seen this thing, but for the new people, I will not go too much in detail. I want to make it simple, the application side, because we're going to jump into the chart and you're not going to see this 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. So this is the real chart and this is the direction line. This is the two parallel lines, which is the number 2, and the numbers are given here also. So you could later on put it on a steady slide and then you could do your understanding. So 2 lines are parallel. That's number 2 is a health indicator. Then this is the value of the purple line. This is the value of the blue line. And this is the value of the dotted line. Then number 3 is the spike, which is the entry spike, right? It is a green spike. This belongs to entry, bullish entry, right? Number 4 is the pure health. And this is number 5th is the ribbon, which we already talked about it. Now, as we talked earlier, the forecaster, right? So forecaster showed up and look what happened, right? It went up, right? So this is the entry forecaster. You could take an entry with that. You could take an entry here if you want it. So what happened here? So we teach people different color symbol. I know it's going to go higher, but it has a purple candle, which is a part of bullish and bearish. So I am very careful, put a tight stop. I get stopped out. I'm fine. I made money. That's what it matters, right? And this is the yellow bar we're talking about. And it has a yellow because we have a couple of, what do you call, expert advisor. This is the one which is a simple advisor. It doesn't show call positions. Otherwise, it looks a little bit congested. So Jeff asked me to make it simple. So I'm making simple. So we use that expert. You have a choice of using either or both. Doesn't matter to me. But it basically does many things same. So we call this yellow bar as a catalyst. And this is the time you don't have to wait for that, but that's time I will start to scalping. So my idea here is, so once it goes above it, then I'm going to load it up. And then I will be putting tight stop because from my experience on a Wall Street, it can go still higher, but at one point it will pull back to the mean, right? So what that means is it's going to go back to these magic lines, which it does magic. It came right into magic. Why would you like to wait for that? Oh, I'm a long-term investor or swing trader. Collect the money and then go in here and then be happy here. So that's my philosophy. right? And I reduce my risk. So I always want to trade with house money, not my money, right? That's the smart investing. So using our scalp swing techniques, you could make more money, in my opinion, than traditional swing trading. So this will be my what do you call trading areas for scalp and combination with this swing. So I will swing for day and a half, two, and then take that profit and then wait for a day so I could free up my capital, and then I will go in here. And there are tons and tons of opportunity we could scan with the magic trader. So you don't need to get in love with the security here. You wait for this thing to come back and then we go in there. So that's where you could also wisely manage your capital. So same thing, opposite side, right, with a different symbol because it's a red color, right? So I will brief it. Number one is a bearish direction. Two lines become parallel, so that's a good thing. So we could short it or buy put options. Third is the spike. We call it the spike, and that is a bearish entry, right? And I hate to tell you, I may have to go back, which I want to go back, but once I finish this one, I'll show you what I missed to talk about it because we added at the last moment, but it's okay. So number three is a spike for the bearish direction, be going down, and pure health is good here, which shows here, and fifth is the horizontal time risk, and once it matches, we're good to go. So now we put an option here. Other one has a no option thing. So here, what you have to worry about it. The spike is forming, right? And here was a fight I could see, right? But the bulls lost it, and it was also started here. So I will not take the entry here, right? I want to see what is happening. If the spike is forming even halfway, I am going to be waiting until I see this thing, and then you start scalping here, right? And take your profit same way as I told you. This color is bullish and bearish both in this case. So I take my profit, collected some money on a puts here, and then I'm ready again. So this color as well as this color shows the bearishness, and the bigger institution comes and start piling up the short sides, or that they buy a lot of put options. So these are all indications of that. And meanwhile, it is mixed with the forecaster, and opposite to what you saw, blue color circle is telling that we're going to go down. And this is on a risk scale of 1 to 6. In this case, they were overselling it. So what I do when I see the 6 or -5, I'm a little bit concerned about it. So I will put tights up, or I'll start partial profit. I will take it. And when this comes in here like this, I'm out. Right? That's how simple I use this thing. So this is what is important for this one. So here we just talk about lining up. However, and I'm going to show you, I made a chart. You're going to have that. You could also go with anything you're using. See how we doing the entry with just based on two simple things. So in this case, it's the spike came first and then the direction came in. Do I have to wait for? I don't think so. So, and if you do, it is fine. It's more conservative. You're going to do less trades, but you're going to miss many good opportunities. That's why I want to tell you, don't get that I have to have 5 ingredients. As long as you have one catalyst and one ingredients, you could still trade. So it's like you have one of these and one of these, and you see this one and there is no spike and nothing. Okay, we could still trade. So it is true. Magic Trader produces thousands of opportunity every day, regardless what market is. You just have to pick up what you want to do it, right? Do I trade thousands of things? No, I'll be crazy if I do it. I pick up my spot where I feel comfortable, and you could do the same thing. So I don't have to trade on every symbol, but it is also true, and you could go and compare normal, and I'm not trying to be a salesman, it is a fact. Normally, suppose you get an arrow here, and then probably, hopefully, you get an arrow here too. So what happened in between? I missed this arrow. That doesn't mean that I don't have opportunity left. And even it tells me forecasting in between. So I could take my entry. I missed this bot, nothing late, with confidence I could get in. So this is the difference between my invention and everything was there before. And that was bothering me. But I missed the boat. And, we teach the discipline when we go becoming professional. Oh, you missed the trade, there will be another trade. Don't take the trade. And the guy on a prop side, the manager comes in if I take the trade. Why you took the trade? Go and figure it out. 3 times you don't hear, you get fired. I never got fired because I listened. Initially, I had a tough time, I'll be honest with you. I said, what is this? So I got frustrated. I got to, there should be a way to calculate, because they talk about the risk management whole day long, right? And that doesn't mean that we cannot manage the risk here, right? So I created this platform, or Magic Trader was created, right, to incorporate the risk every step of the way. That's why you see so many symbols. And when regulator did scrutinize this platform for 2 years, they wanted to know how you're managing the risk with this software, not just buy and sell arrow. They were 2 years very happy that what I did, right? So I got grilled by them. I got grilled by patent office everywhere before we even came to this stage. So they want to know, and I don't blame them. So let's go one slide back, which I owe you that. So this is what I missed it, because we added the last moment. So existing customer also can be happy. So number 3 is the entry, and this is the direction, and this is the offset we're talking about. We're going to go on a detail. Now, what is lineup? When they line up together, it becomes a lineup, right? That's like a perfection. But we are business people. When you trade for yourself, you are a business people, right? So you need to see the opportunity when recession is there, officially declared. That doesn't mean you cannot do business. So we are bullish mentality, for instance, and now market getting choppy and this and that. That doesn't mean that we got to look for perfection. Wherever we could make money with taking less risk, we're going to go. We need to know more risk management. So software allows you to find the right spots. Sorry about that, but I felt I should do that. So this is the heart of Magic Trader, where thousands and thousands of opportunity gets created. So I'm going to bring, after brief explanation, a scanner also, right? So long story short, right? Basically, these are given to you with software. And this is the old one we did at the last webinar. So I said, let me just show that. So you know where to find these things. So this is the title, and this is the title for bear. And you could scan both at the same time, right? There's nothing a problem for that. So Metastock data comes standard 500. I don't use it. I use for 1250 for years, and I never change. I don't. So I could get better when I scroll this chart to the left. I have data already loaded there, and Metastock has all the time frame you want it. So you could change it whenever you want to change this daily to 60 or whatever. Right? So these are my settings. You could be smarter than me. Great for me. So you are more successful, I'm happy, right? So this is the way I put them there for bullish, and this is for bearish, right? And we're good to go. So that's how I'm using this software to find the opportunity. So let's go. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about myself and my daughter, who from day one was very instrumental and helped me. There are 10,000 different items in Magic Trader. In a design, we use those things. It was impossible for me to do everything. So she was young, and I bribe her. to be honest with you. I said, I'll get you this one. Please try to take interest. So she is not looking for something, but that's how I motivate my children, right? And every business she is involved, right, from very much young age of 8, 9 age. And this girl learn a lot because, I have a high-end business too, right? And basically from construction to emerging markets and every single thing you could imagine came across in my life, right? When you run business, it's not just that business. There's a lot of different markets you deal with, right? Real estate you deal with, Wall Street you deal with, right? Even though you do construction and economy you deal with. So we had to solve a lot of tough situations everywhere, commodities. So she got also licensed like I do have it currently, 3 and 34. And as far as I'm concerned, I've been around a few years, right? And I was a long-term investor. Now I am not. I don't trust this market on nobody, Wall Street, to be honest with you. That's my rights, right? I have friends, but they are good people, a lot of good. I can't trust this market, to be honest with you. So that's about my decision. But I still hold 3 and 34. I let go Series 763, too much compliance. And I am getting old, to be honest with you. I'm lucky to be alive. I don't want to get into that. But I just want to transfer a lot of knowledge to young people and help them grow, but the right way. I'm very picky, right, whom I spend time with, because my life is short. Everybody knows that around me, but I keep fighting it. And that's the best I could tell you. So hopefully we could do good things for others. So I do publish for years now, maybe 25 years, my way of looking at the market every day, free of charge. There is no string attached. Only thing what you need to do, go on a site, because the regulator requires us that you have to agree the disclaimer. So you register there, and there's a tons of educational, institutional grade material, which you will never see anywhere. We didn't take it from somebody. We created these things. So basically, register it and then send me on a WhatsApp your request, your first name and last name, because we required by law who we're talking to, and document it. And then we put you on the analysis, and you're going to see a bunch of disclaimer every time, because they want us to do those things. Nothing I want to do it, but we follow the compliance. So let me try to get you the scanning, which I did it, and then we jump into what I really want to show you. And even if you do miss a couple of symbols we're going to discuss, I'm going to leave it on a slide. So can you see, Jeff, Metastock scanner?
Yes, we can. Yes, sir.
All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to find the one which I did it for 5 ingredients. Okay. So you already know the name from this slide, so you don't have to worry about what is hidden there or whatever it is. It is there, the one name I showed you for bullish and one bearish. So this is for bullish side. I just want to tell you how I find things, right? So long story short, the first one on that date, sorry about that. Give me a second. Sorry about that. So 5 ingredients, right? So in this case, few matches is fine. Not necessarily everything has to match every single time. So in this case, right, you could slide up and down, right? This is the beauty about Metastock Explorer. I love it, right? Only thing I asked Jeff to give me more columns. That's my request to him. So I could put everything, I could see everything. So just give an example how I find things. So here is a direction line. It's clear. Then the health is good, so I'm good, right? Spike is not that. That means it's an offset. Remember that word. So where is the spike then? It happened before the direction line. So hurry up and go, Peter. That's what it means. Now, green health is there, right? Then in this case, there were two parallel lines are there. Then what do you call, pure health is there, and then ribbon is there. So that's good for me. I will go. And then you click it here and it opens the chart. That's how simple it gets that. And you're going to see similar things happening, right, many times, right? So here there is no spike, nothing. So that means it's already moved, so I don't waste my time, right? And you could short it, right, from here, right? All has this one, all has a direction, right? It will rise on the top. So I know the direction is only one. That means, already little late in a game, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to find the security. So that's how you find it. And every day you could do a couple of times, you will find. And what also is proven, that it is not true that we have to enter what you call 10 o'clock in the morning, right? Opportunity comes, and as market S&P future grows, a lot of people on a sideline comes with a ton of money. You don't know. Some people, and we were taught on a Wall Street too. Hour before you do, 50 minutes before the market close, you put the order, because we were doing hedging. So I had to do it, right? Send it orders to New York Stock Exchange, call the specialist. All right, I want 5 million of this and whatever, right? So basically, it is not true. With this technology, I was in a position to pinpoint every hour whenever I want it. So it fits in my lifestyle, right? And I find those opportunity right from there. And you click the button and you see what it's looking like. And that eliminated a lot of my frustrations, because you in the middle of something, you're in the middle of meeting and you miss the boat. Now I don't care, because I have things I cannot even handle any given time, right? So that also I have seen with this magic trader over and over again. So I just want you to know that this will suit to your time schedule. Only thing I cannot do it after hours, because whatever the what you call Metastock allows, that's the only thing I could scan. However, right, a lot of ETFs are done 24/7. You could do that. Equity don't trade after regular hours in kind of, rules of market. I'm going to say a little bit about it, not much time. People have questions along the many webinars, so I want to clear that smoke. That can we use on this and that? Every single thing you see, or anything Refinitiv gives the data feed, we could do it. We even, I don't want to talk about the things, in a COVID time, we even plotted that too, which is a sad thing, but it is true. Magic lines show its power. So this software is primarily based on the risk, and you're not going to believe, hopefully some people who eyewitnesses in my alert room, believe me, this is what I had to explain to pattern office. It's not 10 risks, it's not 50 risks, it's much more than that. And when you do permutation and combination, your heart will be shaking. All right. So if you don't have a right software, how you could mitigate the risk, right? So people can talk. I tell the truth, right? There are. If I tell you, you're going to tell me I'm a liar. So I just don't want to state. Let people in my what do you call people in my alert room, if they are there, they could tell amount of risk and combinations. They will tell you. I don't have to say anything, but be careful out there. Now, as I told you, I had a tough time even I missed my children at that time, right? Traveling and not going to school meetings. My wife did all. Now I could do a lot of things I couldn't do before because of Magic Trader. If you have the same issue, but you need to put time. It is not a get-rich scheme. I just want to be very front with you. All these indicators I respect who were created. They're good for a point in my life, right? I don't use them. I don't need them, right? But there are very good things, right? We have something called magic zone lines. which is dynamically adjusting. They have a forecasting feature in there, and they are also flexibly behaving as market changes. So that was why one of the biggest frustrations I had it, and we got the pattern on that too. So we are proud of that. And people in this room who has seen in real time, they know it forecast. So all these things are good for traders who loves it. That doesn't mean they don't know what they're doing. They know what they're doing, but it takes me a long time to do all these things. So, and I do believe that Magic Trader has a little edge over the trading. Now, this is the most important table for the brand new people as well as for people who are existing. We're not going to go into details, but I want to just tell you different kind of yellow bars here. And these are different types of black candles. So black candle, yellow bar, and a turquoise bar are called catalysts in this case for bullish side. And it makes a big difference when you visualize these things. So these are the securities we identified from the very same scanner you saw it. And this was the last prices, yesterday's prices. That's the closest I could come. Lineup, I told you, right? In this case, lineup is a direction line and entry spike lining up. So I want you to see here, there are 5 of them. This I did a sampling, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 5 times in the last few weeks, there was only 5 trades if I go with that lineup. However, the offset where direction came later and entry spike came earlier, how many times? 22 times. Hopefully I counted right. I did it at 3 o'clock in the morning, right? So you could see here how many opportunities you will be missed. So 5 plus 22, 27 opportunities just on a base of scanning little known secret. Now, YB4, what is this 10-6? That day, yellow bar showed up. So these are the dates. And what I would like to do, this is on a daily chart. Anybody who's new, skeptics, and anybody or experienced people, take those dates and see whatever the system you're using, what was the outcome, right? I saw every single chart, and hopefully we have some time. I could show you they all went up. I did not pick up from, just picked up from the scanner at different time and put it together. And why before calls, right? So this is less, this is more. So why before calls, so many opportunity. And why before call, no plus sign at a few of them. And a black candle function is neutralized. So we were going down, 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 and then black candle shows up. That means all selling is done. That's what it means in a simple way. So there was some opportunity for those, right? So for the existing traders, this something you probably did not notice, right? We tell you these are the also opportunity. You could pick it up, right? So that's why I put it on a table. You will have this table. I spent a few minutes so you could have it, stop it, make a screenshot, do whatever you want to do it, and this will give you some confidence. So what we're going to do, we're going to go back, right? And let me pull out that list. So I could bring Metastock chart here. And I have this, I do believe the same list on an Excel, I put it in. So this way, I could put this one on top of that, and we could flip the charts. So I am going to put this one on a side. Okay, can you see my chart, Jeff?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. So I don't want to do something different.
Well, I'm in here. I should. There's a couple comments that come in.
Yeah, comments. So let's go.
Eugenia says Magic Trader is the truth, and so is Peter. Eugenia's been part of the room for how long now? A long time, right?
Yeah, 3 years he's with me.
Yeah. Well, and that's one of the things that I really like about the room is that just people love it. Dakare, I always say his name wrong. There are multiple combinations within Magic Trader, a universe of strategies Peter shows us. I couldn't ask for a better room. What a great testimonial. Thank you.
Any questions?
Yeah, Juan wanted to know what is the process for, so obviously what is the process for managing a consolidation? What clues do you look for
He has any symbols he wants to discuss?
I didn't see any symbols. He just wanted to know, well, if there are symbols that you guys want to look at, go ahead and send them through. But he just wanted to know how you manage looking for a breakout if you're in a consolidation.
Okay. It happened to be we are on this chart, right? So let's do simple thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I should have put a triangle here, right? It's okay. So this is like a triangle. This is a rectangle, sorry. So what happened? We had a lineup, right? And a lineup came with a yellow bar YB4 called plus plus. Plus plus means it's more stronger, okay? So now we jumped here, right? And pull back here. So more or less is consolidating. So how we know it's going to go higher? First of all, is forecasting. So regular software cannot do this ever, right? Because they don't have forecasting feature. So here I know it's going to go higher. Then it pulled back, right? Then it another, so they're going in a consolidation pattern. And then another came in. That means it's going to break out. So I don't need to spend more money on a call options, on a breakout after the fact and worry about retesting and whatever. So I will be accumulating position if I'm not doing call options just based on what I see here. Jeff, did you get that now?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense to me. If I was looking for like a breakout, let's say where that number 4, where that, it's hard to see, but where the big green bar is, if I'm looking for a breakout on that high.
It is a forecasting.
Yeah.
It is a combination of a lot of forecasting, various forecasting. Yeah.
Do you use stops? Like, would you put a stop in and where would you look to put it?
First of all,
that's a good place to talk about.
Bullish. The stop, initial stop. Okay, if you can see here, there is a blue line, right? Mm-hmm. There is a blue line right here. Look.
Yep, I see
the blue line. Mm-hmm. See this blue line? I put the stop right there. Or if I don't, then I could put underneath this red line, which is a magic line, works as a stops line.
Yeah, I gotcha. Okay, I think that's really good advice. So, because I think a lot of times, and I don't think I'm unusual, but a lot of times if you're looking for a breakout, sometimes you get all those fake breakouts. And so I think when you're in a consolidation phase, it's important to kind of manage risk.
In fact, what happened in a room, we had another security I came across. I think it's a PDCO. That's what probably he's talking about, PDCO.
Yeah. Juan actually said that as a symbol. I was going to just say that actually right now.
No,
so yeah,
probably he wants to know more about it, right? This is the beauty about Magic Trader, all right? So this is a daily chart, right? You see here, daily chart. Now, as we say, right, this thing changed the trend, which it did went up, then pull back, right? And this is institutional trader playing, right? And this was institutional trader, right? And then a lot of dog fight happens, right? One hedge fund goes this way, and they go other way. And Magic Line, when they're twisting, a lot of consolidation happens. So this is the time Magic Trader works the best, where we don't know what is going to happen, where the breakout will be. But look at this here. We just went over those symbols, 2 in a row. So now I will have to bring, let me bring something here. Let me screenshot so I could explain to people. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make it easier. I'm going to do this. I didn't plan to do it, but guy asked questions, so I'm going to bring my one of the PowerPoint for the topic. Put it over here. Add this slide. I want to show you something very cute. Anybody knows what people in the room probably knows, but any technical trader there, what pattern is there? Technical trading, okay? Is a consolidation or something else? Anybody?
If you're asking me, I'd say that looks like a consolidation right up until that big yellow bar.
I will show you something.
That would be my opinion. Of course, I'm probably wrong.
It's okay because, you know, it's a perception, right? How people see it. I don't practice anything technical analysis, but I used to teach with you, remember, all over the world. And this is my favorite pattern. This is a pattern, right? And let me tell you, what I was teaching all these years, it's so funny. You still say the good, but we don't have to worry about doing all these things. And I will put the magic zone lines on the chart, and you will see the power of zone lines. This is good. The questions are good. So this is the maximum it should go, right? By pennant theory. So from the breakout side, it should go there. Did it went there? Yes, it did. And now we're going to compare the magic zone lines. So basically, that's what I was teaching years back. But these two symbols, and you don't have to believe still, but you could do small trading or buy one call options, so it says so, right? And one thing people did not notice is a spike C call. That's a controversy trade. That's what we teach. Software automatically, and if you go in a symbol, right, it is on the top two, Jeff, for your own knowledge. This is rare. So now having in a pennant that I know for sure is going higher. So even though it was closed below because of this symbol, I went in earlier, bought my call option with a less implied volatility, and explosion happened 200-300% in my experience on this option cost. And that's how you make money with a magic trader, knowing little secrets. And that's what people don't want to leave my room. Jeff, do you realize the power now?
Yeah, no, I've always thought it was great, Peter. But
these are the things people say,
I appreciate it.
Technical analysis, too many symbols, but it tells you the story, what is going to happen next. It tells you we're going to go higher, right? And if we scan it, I bet you there are forecaster also there, right? But we cannot show 10 symbols at the same time, right? Only in a scanner. So even though you missed it, so what? We knew that we're going to go higher. Buy it at the open, whatever the price is. We don't have to wait for end of the day, right? As soon as you see YB4 symbol call plus, go in there. At any cost, I will go there. And if you want to be micromanaging, then we teach you on a scalp swing method, right? How to drill it down. So you have almost no drawdown or zero drawdown. And it is not what you call lie. People, anybody ask them, they have seen evidences after evidences, zero drawdown or penny drawdown. Ask anybody who's in a room. It's not a one-time, like once in a blue, because that scalp swing method allows you to identify the time frame. You could go in there with no drawdown or a zero drawdown or little bit, 1 or 2 penny drawdown. Even it's a 5 cents, who cares? But it's not like my account is 10-15% drawdown as soon as I enter. All right, so I think that's what he was talking about. So
yeah, great job, Peter. I appreciate that.
Well, this is what I like. I don't like stereo kind of things, you know that. But sometimes 1 hour, what you could do? Okay, so any other questions? So I love to answer any questions.
We are caught up with all the questions.
Okay, so what are we going to do? The things I show you, on the slide. You could go back later. We're going to go with, and I'm going to sort out the dates, right? And I'm going to walk you through slow walk initially. Then we're going to go speed up, okay? So this will today make a confidence about trading with these 5 ingredients. That's the goal, simple way. So first symbol was AR. So I'm going to change that. Okay. On this date, it lined up, look. And the way it works, do not compare Metastock regular spike symbol. I urge people, and there is a PDF Jeff put in everybody's account when you sign up. Please read through, I think, 2-3 pages. This spike is designed to show up earlier than it should be. So it is going in opposite direction. Forecasting reverse way, we figured out how to do it. So what it means, technically the base of this one is the real date, which is this, but it will start showing up earlier. So the reason why I did what I did, suppose I was short the security and this starts forming, I get the hell out of this short position and close my position so I don't lose in my profit, or I stop the bleeding if I was short. So again, the spikes are shifted to the left in these things. But the real date is the base. In this case, base is 6. So what that means, right? So what I will do, give me a second, so I could bring something also here. Give me a second. I had to do something here. I want to bring back and forth. So I will have to copy these things. Hold on a second. So that will be more interactive. So they could relate when they're seeing this. Wow, it does not let me. Wow, what happened? They're jamming. Okay. You know, I have multiple monitors open, and sometimes, some mysterious reason, it does not let me move fast. Okay, so this is what we were looking at. So I want to show you the date. So AR is the one on YB4 yellow. So now you feel more confident that this is the same information. So we're going to keep doing it every security until we get tired. So 10.6, right? That was the yesterday's price. So 10.6, the YB yellow came in. So in short, when you scan the scanner names I showed you, you could go back on that slide and see what was the name. That's the scanner I use, it 5 ingredient scanner. So this was the lineup, right? So great. So, and the yellow bar is also shown there. Right, only thing we don't see is YB4. So what? We open it up and see if the what YB4 is there or call plus is there, right? So this is the option explorer. You get 2 of them, one the regular one with the option. So this is an option. So you're going to see on YB4 call plus on that explorer. And now I'm not telling you should trust the software, but the lines were lined up here, right? Parallel, and the hard purity was there, and green ribbon, good to go. Look at this, what happened. We complain about the market and this and that and whatever, right? Look, and you're going to see over and over and over again. You will see it. So let's go to next security. So everybody understand that lineup is important. If it is not lineup, it's still important, but you need to find out what it looks like. So we're going to focus on that. The reason why I keep it there, so you get an idea for multiple time frame, what is happening, right? 60-minute currently, and you could make your own decisions. And also it shows you forecaster. So you got this one, then you got forecasting symbol. There is no drawdown. You could see here, no drawdown, right? So that's the beauty. And you could drill to the small time frame, same thing like a lineup there too. And I prefer lineup. If it is an offset with the yellow bar is fine too. So this way you have minimum drawdowns. So here is a drawdown, but you could drill to the smaller time frame and you'll find a security which has close to zero drawdown. So you got to find it. And I go through that every day. I keep flipping here. So people who wants to learn, you flip here. From 1 hour, you start with 45, 30, right? Then you get used to, and then you're going to know how to find those 17 minutes, 18 minutes, whatever people wants to do it, because some people like to oddball. So we have traders say, oh, it is in 3 minutes. I say, excuse me, I don't trade with 3 minutes. Maybe on a futures, but not in here, right? On a stock, minimum 5 is good enough. But then it's a lunatic to go 1 minute and look at the bigger time frame, what is happening. Otherwise, you're going to miss the boat bigger picture and stay in a trade and go in and out 10 times if you want to.
If you, Eugenia wants to know, when you're looking at a smaller time frame, what are you exactly looking for?
Same thing, line up. I won't enter into the smaller time frame, such as let's just gamble here, right? Whatever the time frame. 5 minutes, right? That's the smallest I will even think. Look at here. Offset with a yellow bar. Jeff, you don't have to go too far. Look at this yellow. You buy before. What else you want to look for? Jeff, do you see how simple it is?
Yes, sir.
There is nothing to make a big project about it. Oh, there's so many. Who cares? It is also true in the training. We teach people when you see -4 to 5, 6, that means look for the reversal. And a reversal sign is here, and definitely it is going higher. And look at this here. Let's say for a sake of argument, how much is the open price? 28.63. And low price? 28.63. Jab, you can't make things up. Zero drawdown right in front of your face. I randomly open. I never opened this 5-minute chart. First time I'm opening for this security. She asked the question and I'm answering. Zero drawdown. It's unheard of. And even if it's a 2 cents and a 28 divided by 2 cents, who cares? If you worry about 2 cents, you should not be trading. But it is close to perfection. That's what I'm trying. That's why I like the lineups and offsets. And look at this, said forecasting. We're going higher. Then institution came in. Look at that. They're driving the prices higher. You can't make things up. In the training, I explained all these colors of and I even wrote it down, which type of institution comes in. They have different roles. Like a Goldman Sachs, big institution coming in. And they're trading the desk, right? Pumping the money. Look at here. Who is that? Type A institution. They're going to the moon. We knew week before, right? And they keep putting money into. Oh, this is how simple it can get. Let's go another security. I'm going to change it because I am not used to looking at the smaller time frame, to be honest with you. I only use them for drilling purpose. So drilling is nothing but matching and avoid the drawdowns. And so you time the market when you want to come in there. Not at market time, then Magic Trader does your job. So let's go and talk about. Meanwhile, people can ask any question they want. So I could also use time when people are thinking. Okay, cardinal health is a neutralization. So that means selling is done. So this is a ground floor opportunity, right? Let's see if it is true. Cardinal health, yes, let's see. Look at here. First of all, I see right away it's an option. Yes, fine. Look at here, cardinal health, right? What happened after that? It says buy the call option. So now there is a drawdown, right? So I always check which time frame matching. So I will go from 60 to 45 that day because we got to go so back. We don't have time, but you could do the same thing what I did before. And look at the rest is the history. So if you are concerned about the drawdown, and before that, look who was there. Institutions are stopping the bleeding, -4, reversal. And institution put the money in to reverse it. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that. Type A, type A, type A. So Cardinal Health, I know, and Jeff, you know from experience, it's an institutional investment vehicle, right? Health sector, they prefer this kind of stocks. So look at here, advanced price per sector, that's institutional presence on top of the color of the candle. We show this one all in trainings. You can't make things up. They're telling buy call, buy call. What are you waiting for? And turquoise bar, another catalyst. Look at this forecasting. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon even though price went down. Another push. Horizontal time risk, I mentioned, if there is a gap in between, there is a trading opportunity. But I'm a conservative guy, right? I see how many days the damn thing going up. So I will put type stop. I don't need to wait for this thing to get stopped out. I am tightening the stop as soon as I see the gap. All right, so my stop first will be here, right? Because tight stop, that's what it means. So then I got away. So I put this tight stop underneath here, right? Or sometimes, let me tell you a trick. I put this stop right before the open. I don't want to go right lower than the open of the next day or the same day if I have a profit. If I was entering into, it's okay. But this is the things people need to know, practical way of doing. You are in the trade, right? I could have taken the profits out here and re-entered here too. Depends. So one trader comes in my room. Is there any rule book? I said, what kind of rule book are you looking for? Oh, I'm a teacher, right? I said, market makes its own rules as it goes. Do you think I knew? Software knew we're going to go. Do I think that sitting here, I got a phone call from the institution, they're going to go? They make their own rules, right? They want to enter. Only what I want to know. I don't want to call my friends at the Citibank and Merrill Lynch and whatever, right? What they're doing, I'm spying on them practically, artificially. How I know they are there? Go and figure it out, right? I know that I could take my risk here and I will be in an earlier trade and I buy my call options. Even you do at the end of the day is fine, as long as you know what to do. So basically it becomes as simple as that. So now I always look from here, okay? Don't get me wrong. I start with monthly, weekly. I want to know what bigger time frames are doing. Always look for. Now I see there was a bounce here, right? And there has been risk reversion area and it's a forecasting. So even though halfway I know it's going to go higher, it tells that it's risky, right? But here it's not 6, 7 yet. So at least I know from experience on institution side, they're going to test some highs on a technical way. So I got time. Whole month I have to have a time, right? So here it closed above the magic line and a big, huge yellow bar. That's the entry. If you are an institutional trader, oh, there's no direction line. Who cares? Yellow bar is there. So that's where your practice will. -4 was there. You're not trading off that, but at least I know that I could go long, which is right here, right? And then I line up or offset. Then I know all selling is done. And it is true right here. Nothing went down. It all going up. So what are you waiting for? Then you make a project. Now this line, blue line, you have a dark blue line. And you could make it lighter because it's pounding on my eyes. But I could see it, that's fine. When it crosses, my all worries are over. So I will pay a little bit more price. Who cares? And it close above it. That's my satisfaction. So all this selling is done. All negative is done. But before even I take my risk, who was there? Institution, type A. it says on the training, and Jeff did a couple of sessions too. He clearly show all these candle colors and what they are, right? And that will make you more confident about trading. Anybody has question?
No, we're all caught up. I think we should talk about how we can, the great offer that we've lined up for everybody.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking you. That's why if you have any question, I'm done. So everybody get an idea about lineup and offset today.
Yeah, I thought you did a really good job.
Thank you. So
All
go ahead, Jeff. Take it over, please.
Yeah, one of the things, thank you very much, Peter. I really appreciate that. Let me go ahead and kind of turn on my screen here a little bit. And you should be able to see me now. Let me go ahead and do this. Okay, and we'll do this. And for good measure, I'll turn on the lights. All right, very cool. Oh man, hold on. Once in a while. Okay, I was actually going to talk about scanning, and like Peter said, I love scanning in Metastock. And one of the scans I'd recommend that you're starting with, if you're just getting started, is the 5 ingredients. And it's a scan that I've run here. But I think Peter did a really good job of showing and talking about how useful that is. What I'll do instead is, this is a stock by the name of WMB. And with this one, this is actually one that Peter was talking about just on Monday in the room that he did. Obviously, this isn't a recommendation to buy or sell, but I thought this was a good example of kind of to summarize what Peter looks for in a chart and that kind of stuff. So if I'm looking here at this chart, it becomes the thing that I like about Magic Trader is that this is the clean template. And I just love the clarity that it gives you in terms of kind of looking at it. So I've labeled some of the elements on this chart. But if I'm just looking at this chart, let's say that we started looking at it here back on the 6th. You can see right here, your horizontal time risk went from red to green, giving you an indication. Here, your pure health doesn't start showing up until right about here, this green bar. But you can see like your magic direction lines, your magic health indicator, everything is starting to line up fairly well. Here you have this yellow bar that comes in, you have this entry spike. And so if I'm starting to look at this stock and I'm kind of looking at an opportunity for this stock, I just love the clarity that things give you. And in terms of like understanding what the dynamics of a chart are, I think Magic Trader does a really, really good job of actually displaying with that. The other thing that I'd like to show with Magic Trader before we talk a little bit about the offer is the commentary. So if I turn on the expert commentary here, I'm not going to read it all out, but basically, actually, it's going to open up a well, maybe I won't show this. Let me try this. Apparently, there is a little bit of a technical issue with the commentary right now. My apologies. It's not working properly, but it does. Ordinarily, what it'll do is it'll give you a really good breakdown. And I think Peter did a really good job of designing it, where it kind of goes through kind of the core ingredients and kind of spells out exactly what those are, what they look like. And it does a really, really good job of it. So let me kind of go back in here and kind of just talk a little bit about the offer for today. Just need to be able to find my slideshow. Actually, I think it's just under Metastock right here. And here it is, yeah. So Magic Trader is a huge product. I like what's included. I like the fact that it's very useful for you as you're getting started and painting out the ingredients. I also like the fact that there's a lot there. You can kind of grow into it as you would. It includes 58 indicators, 47 different scans, 2 expert advisors, 35 templates, a very, very well-defined, well-written manual. When I was learning about Magic Trader, the first thing I did is I actually opened up the manual, read through the PDF, and became very, very comfortable with how things work that way. And it was really, really good. The other thing that we did in terms of helping you get started is initially Peter put together a boot camp course that comes as part of Magic Trader, and that's something that's available as part of this as well. So there's 102 symbols, 11 highlights, and of course the commentary window. The normal price for the Magic Trader Elite is $199 per month. And we talked a little bit about the room. I'm going to just put this slide up here while I talk a little bit about the room, and we'll talk a little bit more about it. But one of the things I love about the room is like a lot of the people that are here are room members. They've been room members for years. They love going to the room. And you can see kind of a lot of the topics that are actually kind of discussed. I myself have started to get all of the notifications that are pushed out on WhatsApp. And I think it's really, really cool. But as part of the educational room, there's a schedule. They do instruction at 5:45 a.m. Eastern time on Tuesday and Friday. And those are generally can go longer, but they're generally scheduled to be at least 2 hours long. During the market open, 5 days a week, you'll receive market messages via WhatsApp. You'll get special messages on Sunday. And normally that alert room is about $299 per month. Well, not about, it's $299 a month normally. So as part of what we're gonna do here, like if you do the Magic Trader Elite room, that's $199. The educational alert room, $299. What we're gonna do is a special 3-for-1 pricing. And then you also get access to the Magic Trader portal. But what we're going to do is we're going to do what we call an extended trial. And we really like extended trials here at Metastock, especially if you're a brand new customer, because with something like Magic Trader, we really want you to have time to get into it, make sure it's going to be helpful for you, make sure it's a good fit for what you're doing. And so normally we're going to give you a 3-month offer. Normally that 3-month offer would cost $14.94. Okay. What we're going to do for new customers only, for first-time subscribers, is we're going to give you what we call an extended trial, where you can get 3 months of the Magic Trader Elite, the educational alert room, the portal to the room, and instead of being $14.48, we're going to charge $4.48 for that. Now, that's only available for a week. It's available until 10/27, October 27th. Basically, the way that we're putting that together is if you pay for the first month, we'll give you that second and third month for free. So you can do that. The code for that is SDEI2307. It is only valid for a week, so you want to do that right away. Give us a call, 800-882-3040. Visit us online at metastock.com/saleschat. I do want to say thank you again, Peter, for coming in and spending some time with it. I know you're busy, and I know you're even getting over being sick, so it's good to have you. I'm glad you were able to make it today. I was a little bit concerned that you're going to be too sick to do it. I'm glad you are feeling better. For those of you that are watching, thanks for coming. We appreciate your being here. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you at the next one. Thanks for coming, everybody.
Okay, thank you very much, everybody.
Thanks, Peter.
I appreciate everybody coming in today in the afternoon. Hopefully,
I'm glad you could make it.
Yeah, I was not too sure, but I finally had to take some antibiotics.
Well, go rest up.
Yeah, so luckily I'm talking now.
Cool. Yeah, I'm glad you could make it. Go rest up, and we'll see you again real soon.
Okay.
Hi, Kelly Clement here from Metastock. Before you go, I have 2 quick things for you. 1, thanks for joining us today. We love having you here at our webinars and viewing our videos. So what I'd like to invite you to do before you go is like and subscribe. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. It helps us a great deal, and it helps us bring you more awesome content like today's video. The second thing is we have a great ebook on trading that you can get for free. If you go to metastock.com/YouTubebook, you can get a free copy of The Secrets of Successful Traders. It's a great book with lots of content from traders just like yourself who can teach you some of the secrets that they have learned. Thanks for taking a second with me and learning about those 2 things. Thanks for joining us, and keep on trading.